14 WILI and 95.3 FM presents Hometown Threads, a closer look at our community and the people that make it go. Every week, you'll hear uplifting stories from our local businesses and our neighbors. Now, here's our host for Hometown Threads, Keith C. Rice.
Episode 73 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM. After a 2-week hiatus, we are back. A little bit more alive here. Did the morning shift for a couple weeks, so Hometown Threads went on a little mini vacay. But we're back, and of course brought to you by Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind, with 3 great local locations. Of course, right across the street from the radio station, 679 Main Street, Willimantic. West Main Street, Willimantic, and Gateway Commons. Soon to be right next to the new Ollie's Bargain Outlet. It's breaking news. Ollie's will be moving in there, and of course, that's where you can find the other Liberty Bank, managed by my lovely wife, Mary Ann. And then right up the street, Route 195 in Mansfield, Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind. J. Matt Rupar, if you'd be so kind. And, of course, say hello to the fine folks.
Hello.
Hometown Threads comes your way every Tuesday, 5:05 to 5:30 on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM. Also, you can view Hometown Threads, excuse me, on our WILI Radio YouTube channel. Subscribe at WILI Radio. Just don't put in WILI. Well, you may be able to find it, I guess, if you put in WILI. But it's WILI Radio. Right, Matt?
Yeah, use radio.
Use radio.
Use radio.
Hit subscribe, and not just for Hometown Threads. I mean, a lot of great shows that we have here. Is the Garden Show up there yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. So, well, let's see. Homegrown will be up there soon.
I'm working on it.
J. Matt Rupar, Fridays 4 to 5, Homegrown. So that'll be up there soon, but you can listen to it. Fridays 4 to 5 on WILI. Let's see, we got Vians and White. They're up there, right, on the YouTube channel, WILI Radio. John Murphy on the home front.
Susan and Dennis.
Let's talk about it. So just one of the many shows. Of course, Ravings and Cravings with Ruth on Mondays. So go check it out, WILI Radio on YouTube. Spectrum 192, another way you can watch Hometown Threads. And now I think we should get to our very special guest here for episode 73. It's a pleasure to welcome in, and he's been on these very microphones years ago, but you know the last name, and you know the first name too, Clark Hinckley. Clark the first name, Hinckley the last name, of course. It's been years. It's been years.
Yeah.
How you been?
Boy. Well, I seen Wayne a couple times through the years, but we did a show long time ago. Yeah, we were talking.
That's right. There's plenty to get into because you and I have a lot of catching up to do. We do interact on Facebook. You send me these great videos every now and then, and some I'm tempted to share, some I probably can't share. But once in a while, I'll get these messages from Clark, and I apologize. Sometimes I don't get right back to you, but Clark's sending me stuff. Hey, put this one on. Is that what you're trying to do? You want me to post that, or what?
I don't know. I just send you. I like that baseball when the guy pops it up and then the guy just catches it. He's like, he's out. There.
Sends me a variety of different little links, so it's pretty cool. So thank you.
Stuff about town, yeah.
Yeah, stuff about town. And I tell you, like growing up around here, you know, a lot of people know. We'll get into what your family's doing. The Hinkleys, of course, they're involved with the theater guild. That you guys sing. You're very creative. But let's what you just brought up, getting into this. You were on these microphones years ago. I want to say, you got to help me out here.
Yeah.
We were trying to talk about this. Was it 2000?
I don't want to think about how long ago.
I know, right?
It's probably like 2005 or something.
Yes, in that area. I was just going to say that because before we went on the air here, I was just going to say we're trying to remember the time frame, trying to remember when it was. So you're right. I think it was like 05 to 07. The show was on Saturday afternoons, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was called Reality and Beyond.
Yep. We started up at Eastern and then moved on here, and then I don't know if you remember, we did those we did like 2 years of that frog leap. We were trying to do like
that's
New Year's
right.
event.
Now you're bringing it back. It was you. It was Clark and JD. What do you go by?
Duvall.
Jonathan Duvall. Did he go by JD though?
Yeah, JD.
So it was just you guys.
Well, and Matt Mello.
Oh, that's right, Matt.
They started it up at Eastern.
You started at the Eastern State.
I was kind of just I just kind of sidelined my way into the side and
Okay.
just laugh at your joke.
Here's the laugh track. So anyway, that's right. You guys, well, they started it at ECS, the Eastern Station, brought it down to here, and ran for a couple of years. I think Saturday afternoons. And what was the show about? It was basically about nothing, right? Like Seinfeld, right?
Yeah. No, we try to talk to people in town, and we just try to give like encouraging people and And then it was just JD had that big idea for Frog Leap for New Year's event.
Tell us about the Frog Leap. Bring us back to that.
Just because hey, we're in a frog town, the ball drops, so we need a frog that hops and all that.
And that actually went off, didn't it? Did it happen?
Back when we still had the smokestack at the mill there, we had a guy project a frog jump off the thing and had all the bands.
Were there a lot of people there?
We filled. Yeah, the first year we filled the first building, and then,
you did it a couple years?
Yeah, and then the next year we had bonfires for a week.
I think I vaguely remember this. I was around here at this point.
Yeah,
I know I've moved back and forth a few times, but yeah, I was around. I remember you guys talking about that.
Yeah, there's a couple events where we saw you there too, broadcasting stuff and different things.
I was there, I guess. You said you saw me there?
Oh, well, there was different...
WILI,
yeah, different stuff.
So, yeah, I-98 and WILI.
Yeah.
That's good. You guys really did a good job promoting that, and you got people talking. And as much as we're kidding around, I know, JD, you guys worked, and Matt, you guys all worked very hard, hitting the streets, talking to people, and that's what... I'm trying to remember, was it a couple hours that show? Or was it 1 hour or something like that?
It changed. Up at Eastern, it was 2 or 3 hours, and then here it was just an hour or two or something.
That's great. You guys really did a good job localizing it and reality and beyond, bringing back some memories here a few years back on WILI.
And I'm glad that that's what you're doing. You've been doing it all these
Hometown
years.
Threads?
Yeah, just talking people in town. You're the big boombox guy now with Wayne.
Wayne. Oh, that's Wayne's baby.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But hey, you're right in there. Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's but you're right. You like myself, we're proud of where we're from. Matt too. Matt, you're born and raised in Willimantic, right? And sometimes, I went away for a bunch of years. I came back a few times too. But the older you get, I think I said this a few weeks ago on Hometown Threads. I think when you're at a younger age, and I don't want to speak for you guys, but sometimes you take for granted where you're from. Now, I was always, I want to do things on my own. I was very independent. And but when it comes at the end of the day, you're always thankful where your roots are. And, show a lot of pride for our hometown. That's what it's all about. And the Hinckley family, especially yourself, you wear Willimantic on your sleeve.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. We just lost Mr. Haddad. He was the principal at Wyndham Center School, and that's where I went. And now that's on its way out, and then it was just sad to see him go. And then,
Mr. Haddad, I think was it last year? It was around this time. I want to say, was it 2 years ago or last year? But I grew up with Rob. Rob's my age. I think he's the oldest son. Then there's Steven. I try to get Rob on. Rob's living in Atlanta these days. Well, we got to get Rob on too. And eventually he'll tell some stories about his dad, who was a legend in this town, Bob Haddad, Coach Haddad. So,
and and just the schools and you were saying, you're talking about Brian Lapis, who used to work.
We have a mutual friend who's we got to shout out to Lippy. That's what you guys call him, right? I call him Lap Man. So I'll have to mention he's being. I'm sure he'll be thrilled that. He's of course big TV weatherman in Springfield, Mass. These days. He's been doing that for years, but he's a radio man at heart.
Yeah.
# radio. I'm going to throw that in there. You see that all over Facebook, right? But Lapis is a great guy. He grew up same with me through WILI, went on to do stuff, and of course Syracuse grad and all that. He was the Orange. Of course at all the Syracuse basketball games. But you have some connections with Lapis.
Well, my brothers grew up with him in the high school, and so we'd always see the plays, and there was other events. It was just everybody knew everybody because my brothers were older than me, so I was going I knew everybody, and but now we still stay in touch. We're all friends.
So Lapis was your brother's age. Take us through your family, starting with the oldest to the youngest. Go ahead. Oh, there's a lot of you, right? A lot of you Hinckleys.
Yeah. Well, John's been doing the choir at church, and you'll see him singing at all different.
So John's still around here? Does the choir?
Yeah, he does. Okay. He works at the church and does all kinds of events, and he's got a band with Outriggers, and they.
Oh, so with Outriggers, let's plug it. Still doing well with the band.
They go out when they can.
With Outriggers?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see him around once in a while. And my other brother Russ, he's not around here anymore, but he's a teacher, and we used to all do the theater guild and
that's right, you guys. No, wait, okay, so it's John, Russ, then you.
Yep.
Was there another one? Was there
no?
Just 3 boys?
Yeah.
I thought there's no girls.
No.
So John is doing the singing thing, and where's Where's John working these days? Is he working?
He worked First Congregational Church.
Okay, so that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he does that most.
So he's Brian's age, right? They grew up together, Brian and John.
Yep.
Okay. Now tell us, how old are you? Because I'm 52. We're around the same age.
Oh
right?
man, you gotta bring this. 49. I'm almost there.
Okay. Yeah. I'm older than you. There you go. Well, besides, you have a lot going on. Of course, you're very talented with the singing. We're going to get to that. I may make you sing a few bars. You also draw, so you're an artist, right?
Yep.
What do you do? Do you work?
I just basically just trying to get these things going. I actually a neat thing I just did was you know Jerry Reed from the Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
I was in one of the Facebook groups for Jerry Reed and I was saying, oh man, there's nothing about Jerry Reed. He was this awesome guitar player and all this stuff. And then I said, how do you make a T-shirt for like an official T-shirt, not like whatever? And the guy says, hey, I'm the lawyer for the fan. If you want to make it, talk to me. So I talked to him and I found some photos on eBay, and the rights came along with them. So I have photos that I have the rights to, and I have you have to have the family's permission.
Permission, right?
So right now so that's pretty cool.
This is your latest project? You're working
Yeah,
on
latest project. I wanted to make like some fan merch for him, and it worked out. And so now I'm just getting to the start of that, making some merch of that.
We're going to keep that in there, though. What you just
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that last part you just said, yeah, we'll keep that in there too, right?
Yeah. And I could tell you all the other stuff. I just, well, first of all, for town, like you were saying, like the Loomer Opera House used to be where NASA's was, and I collected a lot of the information about who acted there and stuff in the past. So if you want to see that, just look up Loomer Opera House, and it'll pop up.
And that's your stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
I collected a lot of information about who used to work, do shows at the Loomer Opera House. I think Buffalo Bill Cody was like the biggest name that played there.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, but the building over the place over Cupcake for Later.
Yes, of course.
That used to be the Franklin Hall where they'd have all the town meetings. And Buffalo Bill Cody actually did a show up there. But then
When was this?
This is like 1850s.
Wow.
Or a little later.
In that building?
Yeah. That's where they had all the town hall meetings. And then
You really you are a town historian. Look at you.
And then when the mills came in, the town got bigger, so they needed a bigger place to do stuff. And that's when they built that Loomer Opera House where the NASA's is. And then they had all the big functions there and stuff, and had all the big names of the day do the plays there. So that was one thing.
So I just got to, you like to sing, you could draw. Do you like to write at all? I was going to say you should maybe write something about Willimantic. Seriously.
Yeah.
Do you like to write?
Yeah, I've got some books and poems and things. You know how you see all this Halloween stuff's already out. Like one of the
I know.
fun little poems I wrote
Back to
is on
school sales, Halloween, yeah.
I got a company called Fablebrook. If you just go to fablebrook.com, I actually have a poem there about how you can make your own booger box. Because like I say,
plug all your stuff here. This is great. What is this again? Fable?
Fablebrook.
Fable.
Brook.
Fablebrook.com. Okay.
Yeah. It's where I'm gonna have all my characters and like superhero characters and different.
You
things
come up
in
with all
the
that
poem.
stuff?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
And one of them was just I made a poem about the boogeyman, saying he like steals the kids' candy.
Do you know it by heart?
No, I got it on here, but I just made like a booger box where you can store your boogers.
How long's the poem?
It's pretty long.
Store your boogers. This show's going off the rails.
I couldn't read it from here, but people could just.
So this is the kind of stuff you do. What other stuff do you want to push while you're here?
Just to my music.
Okay, well, we're going to get to that, too.
All right.
Clark Hinckley's with us, episode 73 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI 95.3 FM. And Willimantic Today Facebook, of course. Brought to you by Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind. So, you sing, you draw, you write a little, you create. Out of all four of those things, what would you say is your favorite?
Favorite's just in the creation of like, oh man, the song starts coming to you and you put it down and you're like, oh, I got.
No, out of all four of those talents here, what do you like? What do you prefer? What's your favorite? I know you like them all. Sing, draw, create. What else did I say? Write. Can you act? Like, can you act too?
Oh, hey,
Seriously, can you act?
I don't know. I did it in high school and stuff.
All right,
so who knows? But
so out of all 5 of those talents, Clark Hinkley, what do you, if you were to pick one, sing, draw, write, act, did I miss? Anyway, which one would you pick?
Probably just writing poems or
Writing poems.
or singing songs.
Okay, so a little
Yeah.
so singing and writing.
Yeah,
So-
my guitar playing ain't that great, but so hopefully I.
You
can
sent
get
me
it
some of
in.
your songs here and there too.
Yeah.
And now we're going to get into that. How many years have you been singing?
Since forever we used to sing in the choir at the church, and then do
Did
all
Lapis
this-
sing with you too? Was he part of the choir?
He was with my brothers.
Okay, he was with your brother, but he sang too, didn't he?
Yep.
For a while?
And he
Okay.
did all the plays and stuff.
He did the
high
plays
school
too,
and-
Lap? Okay.
Yeah. If you see him, like he still does stuff. He like hosts all those
Oh,
band
yeah.
concerts and all that
He
stuff.
loves. Yeah, that's right. You're right. All right, so you've been singing for years. You do have some pretty well-known songs, right? People know who you are with your songs. What is by far over the years, your most popular song that you've done?
Popular and played most, I think, is Romantic Willimantic.
Romantic Willimantic.
From hometowns.
Now, what
Yeah.
year? What year did you come up with that?
Come up with it like 10 years ago.
It
or
was 10.
something.
Oh, that recent. I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah. Well, about 10 years ago, I actually had a whole, if you want to look this up on Facebook, you just put Romantic Willimantic,
Clark Hinkley.
the musical or whatever.
Oh, the musical.
I I illustrated some of the lyrics because I have like a whole thing of the history of Willimantic, but I only got so far because, I don't know how much, you're not going to make a lot of money back on a hometown story, but
You could.
yeah, I don't know. All right.
This show could go viral. You never know.
Well, I just illustrated some of the lyrics to start it off, and then hopefully I could make some demos and maybe I even got a boombox song. If this
All
ever
right.
goes off, you got to do a cameo in the play when the boombox song comes out.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot, and I'm going to make. If you want to sing the whole song, fine. Which song do you know better? You probably know them both really well. Sing a few bars. Go as long as you want. You're on Willimantic today. You're on WILI. You're on the other platforms. Sing a little of both if you want. Again, if you want to, which one do you want to start out with? 'Cause I want to hear you sing something.
Oh man,
Well,
the
you can do
Romantic
this.
Willimantic
Let's hear it.
is just like I think it goes Romantic Willimantic, where cherubs look down on our quaint little town from above. Romantic Willimantic, where Cupid is calling, and you'll soon be falling in love.
Hey, look at that. Clark Hinkley. All right, now
That's
let's.
kind of the Blue Blaze song of it, but that's what I want, Romantic Willimantic.
Yeah,
But,
about that. Now, what's this boombox song you're telling us about?
Oh God, I can't. My brain. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I'll
Well, tell us a little about it. Like you just came up with this not too long ago.
Yeah, I tried coming up with songs for the from the history. If you go to Romantic Willimantic, the musical, I forget the full name, but it's on. I put some illustrated lyrics on there, and you can read like the first 30 minutes of the play.
Really?
Yeah, and so.
So you've written plays too.
Well, I got that. I got a couple things started, but I gotta. The follow through is where you got.
Following through is always yeah. We all know that. We all
Yeah.
we got a room full of procrastinators in here, right? Right, Matt?
Yeah.
Who doesn't procrastinate these days? But anyway, go ahead. Keep telling us about that.
And yeah, and if you want to see other music, just go to clarkhinkley.com.
ClarkHinkley.com.
Yeah, and I've got some songs. They're on Spotify. They're on YouTube. They're everywhere. And I got some Christmas stuff. And I got one good song out. It's called "Breaking Like a Sunbeam." That's kind of like a old Eagles kind of song.
Really?
It's real driving, and it's about kids. It's about my nieces when when the little kids always brighten your day no
Yeah.
matter what's going on. So that's what that's.
Well, let's hear a little of that.
Here she comes, breaking like a sunbeam, chasing all the clouds away. Whenever we're together, I always know the weather is gonna go my way. That's got a country twang.
That does sound very Eagles.
Yeah, it's got, it's,
Now you came up with all
Listen to
these. How do these ideas for these songs come into your head? Like you just one day you sit down with a pen and paper and.
yeah. You either just thinking about something and then you get start getting some rhyming lines, or you'll be playing on your guitar and you hit certain chords that generate a mood, and then you're like, something comes to you.
Wow.
It's all different things. I got one I rode on a tractor when I was mowing the lawn on a
Oh
tractor.
my God, I want to hear this one. Let's go. What's this one called?
Oh God, I don't know how you say it. This one called "Thank God for Thick Girls," but I don't think we want to go there.
No, do it. Come on. Thank God for thick girls. Let's hear it. Right? We can do this. Go ahead.
I haven't recorded this one.
Well,
yet.
just give us a little. Let's like. So you haven't really recorded it yet. So we're kind of getting a rough draft, sort of, a little preview.
Oh man,
Where'd you come up with this name, though? How did this? Yeah, I want to know how this came into your head.
No, yeah. Hey,
Thank God for thick girls. Maybe I don't want to know.
or drive around on a tractor, I guess. And
Well, it's true. Ideas could pop in. I was on a tractor yesterday.
yeah,
You never know.
go.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll start humming something in your head, and maybe you'll come up with something.
So is this all kidding aside? This is in the works?
I got
Thick
it right.
Girls?
I just haven't recorded it.
Wow.
Yeah.
This could be a smash. You never
I
know.
could do an acoustic version.
Maybe you could actually bring it on to Homegrown Fridays 4 to 5 at J. Matt Rupar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's in the works. So you're always coming up with different ideas, right?
Yeah, I recorded with a guy at Dirt Floor called Eric Lichter, and he's down by the theater there. Where the heck is it? The Goodspeed Opera House.
Okay. Yeah.
And I got a couple songs started there. Just gotta get back. Just after COVID and a couple things got me sidetracked. But we'll get them finished and have something soon, hopefully.
Where are you living these days?
I'm right around here.
You're in Willimantic?
Yeah, Jason.
Or Jason? I'm not looking for your address. I'm just looking like the town. What town? Willimantic, Wyndham?
Yeah, it's Willimantic address.
Okay, all right. I'm not looking
Yeah.
for your exact. Just name the town. The town.
Willimantic.
Willimantic.
Sorry. Yeah,
That's all right. That's all right. So in the last few minutes, you mentioned ClarkHinkley.com. You gave us some great renditions there of some of your songs. One that's in the works, "Thick Girls." I think that's going to be a smash. Will there be a video? Will there be a video?
Hey, man. Hey, we'll let you know. Local talent, come apply.
Local. We can do the auditions at the Theater Guild. Why not? Just kidding. We're just having fun here. But yeah, is there anything else you'd like to push? What ClarkHinkley.com displays what? Like not just your songs, but your poems. What are people going to get when they go to ClarkHinkley.com? And obviously they can find you on Facebook. Or do you want people to find you? I don't know. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you can go to ClarkHinkley.com or just look me up on wherever you listen to music. The songs are there.
Spotify, put in Clark Hinkley,
Spotify,
YouTube.
and, iTunes if you still use it.
Yeah. What else do you like to push while you're here? You know, I mean, anything you want to
I would just say,
mention? Is there anyone you'd like to thank or show love to? Is what I see. I haven't done the show in a couple weeks. I always give my guests the opportunity. Is there anybody you'd like to show love or shout out to that have really helped you along this journey? Clark Hinkley.
I'd say just my family, and when growing up, it's church and community and friends.
That's what it's all about, man.
And growing up, you go to school and doing all the choruses and all that kind of thing, and even the church music. But it teaches you how to listen to harmonies and things, and picking up how different feelings for music and different moods and things. So you pick up a whole lot of having choral programs in the schools and stuff. And I always listen to all kinds of different music, you know?
Yeah.
So you pick up different things from all different music. You never know when it'll fit into other projects. Like saying, doing musicals and stuff, how you want to convey different emotions and stuff, different types of music convey different things. And and I just say, just stay creative. And like I said, the best part of you're just asking me what my favorite thing to do is just being creative and either coming up with a design for characters or funny songs and all different things.
You're creative, you're smart, you're witty. It's a pleasure to call you friend. And it's great to have you. And of course, another Willimantic native in here, Clark Hinkley, episode 73 of Hometown Threads. Of course, check him out again at ClarkHinkley.com, Spotify, YouTube. Just put in Clark Hinkley and then just keep those creative flows going, man.
You're great I'm glad all you do for the hometown and
Thank
everything, and just busy man.
Oh, you too. You too. Keep sending me those videos.
Yeah.
Especially when that song we just mentioned gets released.
All right, maybe I'll have to do that one just acoustic.
You'll get a preview. Bring it on the Matt Show. Fridays 4 to 5.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it. But okay, thank you, Clark, and thank you to Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind. Thank you to J. Matt Rupar for all you do, and that'll put a wraps on episode 73 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI, 95.3 FM, Willimantic Today Facebook, and in the words of the great Roddy McCumber.
Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.
And that concludes another edition of Hometown Threads. Got a story for Keith? Reach out to him on Facebook by searching Keith C. Rice or email him at krice@hallradio.net. Don't forget to tune in next week on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM, as well as the Willimantic Today page on Facebook.